What tonality do you use in the open? I feel like more energetic in sales I sound, the worse it is. Yeah, that's probably right, Fred.
Yeah.
What are your
I
thoughts,
think
Jason?
I think with tonality, I I think that people overthink this a lot and they try to sound a certain way. So don't try to sound any kind of way first. Like try to start from a pretty neutral baseline. Don't be super excited to talk to this person because you don't even know who they are. You've never even met this person. So I just try to come in and just very neutral. Neutral. I think the thing that you want to do is really slow down though. You
Yes.
probably want to talk about half as fast as you think that you should talk. I don't know about you, Ryan. I still every call I make, my heart races as that phone's. I have an Apple Watch now. I should probably just look at the heart rate. I know it goes up a bit. I can feel my
You'll,
heart beating. So
you'll
one of the
know
things
when
that you
someone
can do,
answers.
yeah, one of the things you can do as the phone is ringing, just make sure to get a deep breath in, dude. Make sure you're breathing. I tend to, in situations like this or on calls, get short of breath because I'm not breathing because my heart rate is elevated and I tend to talk faster. So that would be the first thing, is just be really mindful of the pace that you're talking. Hey, Ryan, it's Jason with Outbound Squad. You got a minute for me to tell you why I'm calling? And then you can let me know if you want to keep chatting. I'm going to come in really neutral. I'm not going to have upward inflections. I'm not going to really do a lot of downward just pretty neutral. And really, I want to enunciate. That's the biggest thing. Hey, it's Jason. I know you weren't expecting my call. Do you have a minute for me to tell you why I'm calling? Then you can let me know if you want to keep chatting. I want to really focus on enunciating the words. This goes back to the door-to-door days when I was selling house painting services.
Yep.
Person opens the door and it's like, hey, I'm with XYZ company and I came by your house because we're going to be painting homes in your neighborhood this summer. Like painting, we really enunciate, because people are just like, it's like Charlie Brown kind of situation. There's just like a lot of noise going, like really enunciate. So if I have any tips for tonality, talk about as half as fast as you think that you should talk and really enunciate the words in your opener and practice, practice, practice. I think you might have said this, might have seen you or someone else, but the first part of the call, like your opener, should be really scripted. Should be
Oh,
super
really?
scripted.
Very, very scripted. Yeah.
It should be like
And
the same exact thing every single time you call someone like that. It should be extremely scripted. So I don't want to have to think about what I'm saying
that's right.
in the first part of the call.
That's right. Write it down and
Yep.
practice the heck out of it. And for Jason's response, everyone that's been here before is spot on to what I'd recommend. It's going to feel weird at first, but try to talk almost at half pace. And
Yeah.
that's going to really help you get through that intro, calm down, get through that intro, and you will start to get signals on should you speed up, should you get a little bit more hyped, or should you even slow down further, a little more energy, a little less energy. All of those things will come out as the conversation begins. Remember, this is interruptive communication.
Yeah.
Just like in the door to door, when someone opens, is this person here to rob me, or what is this all about? It's the same thing. Is this a scam call? Like, what is this an emergency?
Yeah.
Won't the Charlie Brown is perfect. I'm gonna start giving you credit for that. Won't Jason says the won't right? Charlie Brown. That's what's happening. They're not hearing you.
Yeah.
So you've got to find a way to help them understand who the heck you are, why you're calling, and all the things that we shared today. But it does start around pace, probably more than anything else. Pace is very, very important. And then tonality will change based on the prospect. That's when the mirroring should come in a bit. And there's upticks and downticks, but enunciation is really important too.
Yeah.
And as you're scripting your intro, make sure that it is you. To your point, like don't try to sound a kind of way, as Jason said. Like that's really important. If it's not natural, it's going to sound like a robot. It's not going to come off normal, and you're not going to get past hello. And so if you're looking at the data and you're in that average of 80 seconds or less, you're probably having some problems here, and try to slow down, and that will actually help you get through more of those conversations into the actual intent or purpose of the call. Great question.
I got one more actually, just quick thing to add to that. Smile. This is a personal preference. Like what we had in call centers, we'd have a little pocket mirror up on the cubicle, and the goal was to see your teeth while you're talking. I want the prospect to see my dimples through the phone. You know what I mean? So like smile. If that's your style, that can be super helpful too. I want to be really hard to say no to. And it's kind of hard in person if someone approaches you really nicely and has a big smile on their face, it's kind of hard to be an asshole to that person. You know what I mean? So like make it really hard to be mean to you or to say no to you. That's kind of the idea here.